What's up, Beastom Nation? It's Muntradamus. Today we're doing a audio-only video, and we're going to talk about LeSean McCoy and Carlos Hyde and the fantasy football draft strategy I want to call Hyde and Go Shady. Let's look at both these players and discuss why they are both must-draft material. First, LeSean McCoy. So McCoy has been going downhill these last 2 years, mostly because the Bills have been absolutely awful. They punt the ball every single possession. Now, McCoy, this preseason, has actually looked really nice. Yes, there's a lot of backups in there while he's playing, but there was still a handful of starters. And McCoy was making cuts. He was in the open field as like vintage McCoy making plays. Now he goes to Kansas City. He's reunited with Andy Reid. He is getting $3 million guaranteed, which is more than Damien Williams. They're basically saying, LeSean McCoy, you're back to being your vintage self. You're going back into the Andy Reid offense. And Damien Williams is nothing more than a backup running back while Darwin Thompson is completely out of the picture. So LeSean McCoy, he is someone you definitely want to draft. It is his offense. Damien Williams, the only reason why he got his numbers last year was because first Kareem Hunt was suspended, then Spencer Ware tore his knee. So it's just all Damien Williams. That's all they had left. He did great with the opportunity, not going to knock him on that. But there's better talent out there that's going to put up monster numbers. McCoy is that guy. Next, Carlos Hyde. Hyde goes to the Houston Texans after being traded away. And with the Texans, he is reunited with Duke Johnson Jr., who was his third down running back with Cleveland. Okay, now this is interesting. When they were together in Cleveland, it was definitely Carlos Hyde was the lead running back and Duke Johnson was the third down running back. And we should see something very similar in Houston. Now, Houston likes to get a little more vertical, so we should expect to see a lot of Duke Johnson, just because they do like to throw the ball, and Duke is a better passing running back. However, there are a lot of plays in a football game. Duke cannot take every play, and Carlos Hyde's guaranteed to get heavy rush attempts, especially in short yardage and goal line situations. Both these guys can be had at a fraction of a penny. Carlos Hyde was also leading the NFL in rushing touchdowns before he was traded away from the Browns. So keep that in mind. And now he's on the Texans. This is the best offense he's been part of. Both these guys are great buys during your draft. You're going to get tremendous value on them. But get the Beastom draft guide. Just do it. This was a little sneak peek to see how dominant it is. You get the draft guide, you're going to dominate your league. All right? Because the beginning of the draft guides takes over. This is just how you put the icing on the cake by getting guys that are backup running backs that would be starting running backs on everyone else's fantasy teams. Before we say goodbye, let's talk about a very important side bet I made with Smitty at the Fantasy Football Show. Great guy, love him. We were talking about Damien Williams. Smitty was on the beast train for Damien Williams, saying he's worth that second, third round pick. I was on the bus train, hard bus train for Damien Williams, saying that Carlos Hyde and Go Beast was going to be the starting running back for the Chiefs eventually this season by week 4, by week 8 for sure. Well, what ended up happening is that Carlos Hyde was traded away to the Texans. And because of that, Carlos Hyde can no longer compete for the starting running back job. Smitty wants a W because Carlos Hyde is ineligible. Still, Damien Williams is going to bust. So, Smitty, you want that W? I'll give you that W. But when Darrell Henderson is the bust of the season, I want you to make a video and say that Muntradamus was right and you should have drafted Latavius Murray and not listened to me and draft Darrell Henderson. Peace.